Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a look at Hashflow or HFT token today. So if you are the holder of the HFT or if you are interested in the token, this video should be very helpful for you. Now if you are wondering why the price of the coin has gone down this much, I would say there are two reasons mainly. First one would be that the demand for the coin has just gone down. So at some point it had a massive demand of over 175 million, as you can see here, and now its demand is actually near its all-time low. So its all-time low was around 27 million and it actually ended up hitting 26, and there was a big response from the buyers there because it seems like that 26 to 27 million seems to be the pretty good demand zone for this coin as of now. Now another reason why the token has gone down this much is most likely due to the supply increase. So at launch, when it did back in 2022 November, the supply was only around 175 million in the market, but as of now that supply has gone from 170 million to as high as of now it's at 672 million according to the coin market cap, and according to the CoinGecko it's around 580 million, which is a lot of course. So if we just look here, as of now the investors and the team and the we have team 2, team 1, we have investors, we have future hires, all of them are getting the tokens, and that means that will continue to happen till 2018, also till 2028, which means this is going to be a lot of sell pressure, and this will happen. We still have around like half a supply to go. We still have around 50% supply to go. So that means with its max supply at 1 billion, only 580 million is in the circulation. So that means there is going to be a lot of sell pressure in the future. So if you are planning to buy this coin, you should know that and you should stake it if you're planning to do so, because you will get a pretty good rewards, and those rewards should actually help you with this inflation. Anyway, this is not inflation, but these tokens were just locked. So again, this is a kind of inflation and it's a crazy one. Now why the price, or you can say why the demand for this coin could actually increase. Now let's have a look at that. So if you are not aware about what the hash flow is, it is basically hash flow uses DeFi native RFQs to fetch codes from the market makers instead of constant product pricing functions commonly used by AMMs. Hashflow allows market makers to source liquidity from anywhere and price assets using off-chain pricing functions. So because of this mechanism, they have a pretty good pricing. So if you're using, or if you're trading on any decentralized exchanges, you can also use this actually to do a pretty good. So let's assume that they do support a lot of networks. They have Solana, Arbitrum, Base, and what is this one? I'm not sure. So they have this one as well. This is a testnet for the Monad as well, which will most likely be another big airdrop that they will do most likely in the future. Anyways, now you can actually choose tokens here. As you can see here, you can also set the token, you can also set the chain as well, and basically what you get is a pretty good pricing. So let's assume that I'm using base network here and I'm using this aerodrome coin. So now if I want to trade this, I will get a pretty good pricing and there will be some fees charged. So those fees use actually a mechanism called protocol fee and revenue share. So they have dynamic fees for the on the blue chip trading pairs, and they have static fees on a non blue chip trading pairs, as you can see here. Now all of this actually benefits HFT holders. So if you are the holder of the token, you can actually stake the coin here, and 50% of the fees goes towards HFT stakers, as you can see here, and 30% goes for the community treasury for the future HFT buybacks, and 20% goes to the foundation operating expenses. Now this 30% is really interesting as well. So they just burned like 1 million back in April 25th, as you can see here. 1 billion HFTs were burned, so they were most likely bought back from this, so that's pretty good. Now if you choose to stake the token, let's just say that I have 1000 HFT coins and I want to stake them for like 200 days or even more. As you can see here, you can actually get a massive APR over 19%, or which is a lot. So I don't think that all of the investors are selling. Most of them could be actually staking as well, and they could be just selling the staking rewards as well. Now that's also good, but again I think this will actually put a lot of stress on the coin itself. Now if we look at some news, so even the Binance actually so back in April they actually ended up supporting Solana, which was a massive deal for them, and the Binance also integrated Hashflow as well, so that was a pretty big one. As you can see here, Binance completes integration of Hashflow HFT on Solana network as well. So basically their token, or you can say they actually ended up integrating on Binance as well, so that was a massive deal. Now the demand for the token, I think, depends on how much there is a demand for their product, and if there is more, if their product actually takes off, I think there will be a much more demand for the token itself, because there will be a lot of fees that will be paid to the stakers, and whoever is actually holding the coin and staking it will get a pretty good amount of APR as well. So at least if you have some tokens, you can actually stake them and get some of the staking of some of the protocol fees, so that is going to be pretty interesting. But again, this supply increase will most likely put a lot of stress on the coin. So in the long term, at least for next 2 or 3 years, I think the coin will continue to go down, and it is also in a downtrend. If you just look here, this is a massive downtrend that this coin actually has been going on. So if it wants to go up, it actually needs to break this downtrend. So if the coin comes out from this downtrend, there's the possibility that it will go up, but as of now still it doesn't seem like that is the case, and we do have a pretty good momentum for the upward as of now. Let's see if it can actually remain that way. So still it has a pretty good resistance around 6.6 cent and around somewhere around 8.8 cent if it does go up, and the last one would be around here around 9.3, and if it continues to go up, I think 11 cent also seems to be the pretty strong resistance as well. Let's see, but I think as of now it seems like it's making head and shoulders. It seems like we'll have to see, but if this breakout is valid, we could actually be heading towards 6.7 or even 9.4. This pattern seems to be pretty interesting one, so let's see what happens, but I think this is a breakout, so let's see what happens. But I think if it continues to go up, we can actually go as high as 6.6 or even higher than that. But you have to notice something, that it is actually using this 200 EMA as a resistance, as you can see here. So if it breaks out from here, I think hitting 6.7 is just a matter of time, and if there are a lot of traders willing to trade this coin, it can actually go as high as 8.8 or even higher than that. So let's see what happens, but it seems like that at least as of now the coin is in a pretty good situation. But again, this is a pretty strong resistance around 200 EMA as well. It actually needs to break out from here if it wants to go higher. But in the long term, you have to understand that it still has half of the supply, has yet to come out, so that means more sell pressure in the future. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.